on a beautiful, rainy August morning, 2024. I guess I'm making the first big video. For those of you joining us, this is not necessarily the first day of our journey, but the first video of where we're going to go. So it is the Oddfellow's home in Elkins, West Virginia, and the goal is to bring this back to what it once was. And I'll give a little bit of history on that. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort. Probably boatloads of cash, but we'll see. We got a lot of people interested in helping, and I'm still reaching out to more. So I'm so super excited to get this journey moving forward. Part of this journey for me is going to be retaining some of the history of the Oddfellows home here in Elkins. There is so much history here and so many people who have already come to me with stories and memories. And part of what I'm going to do through these videos is have some interviews with people who know the place and who have either lived here or experienced it, worked here, family members worked here. I want their stories to be remembered, and I want that to continue forward because I don't want to lose the history. So just so everybody is aware, I'm not going to bulldoze the place. I'm not going to do massive changes or anything else like that. I want to retain as much of the history as I can. So where does the story begin? The story begins actually in Elkins. Elkins, founded in 1889, if I get my numbers correct. Those of you who know more can correct me if you need to. But in Elkins, there was the Oddfellows organization, so the Independent Order of the Oddfellows. They were here, and they saw a need in the community for a home for orphans. Now, the state had some state-sponsored institutions for orphans, and there had never been a place in the state of West Virginia that was owned by a fraternal organization, and the Oddfellows decided to raise some funds and actually build this place, build the Oddfellows home. So as far as the actual endowment, the original endowment was from Henry Gassaway Davis, a very prominent figure through all the state of West Virginia, as known by the names, especially the Davis name, Gassaway. If you guys know much history about West Virginia, it's a prominent person here, but an endowment that actually established the first 200 acres that this property used to be, and then also the funds to build the home. The home was built by the Oddfellows between the years of 1908 to 1910, and officially on September 22nd, 1910, the home was opened. And the initial occupants were primarily orphans. Over the years, the occupants did transition a little bit, and there started to be more elderly as well as widows who were on financial hardship. Again, the Oddfellows had a primary focus of not only self-improvement, but also service to their community and what they could do to help their community, and this was it. So you think about it, from 1910 up until I believe right around 3 years ago, they were still serving that purpose. And my goal is to return it to a very similar purpose. Now, orphanages themselves, there's not a ton of them nowadays. There's a lot more services in place. And I'm not sure about the legality of kids in buildings like this. I'm sure it's quite difficult, and that might not be able to be, that might not be something that I can do. I do want to focus more on the elderly side of things as we continue to move forward, and whether or not that's independent living, whether or not that's assisted living, personal care home. I've been talking about it for a while, of doing a nursing home type status. I know that there's a lot of restrictions, and I know there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through to do a nursing home, and that might be something more than what I can do, but I have to start somewhere. And so this is it. Let's make sure I hit all of my points. I hit all my points on that. But yeah, so the building now, for me, what I have purchased, and mortgage is currently underway, which makes me so super excited. That I've got 50,000 square feet of home to renovate, because that's step one, is actually going through it and seeing what we need to do, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done. It's not that it's in disrepair, but it is that I need to make it safe, because if it is going to be a medical oriented facility and for people's health and their wellness, I want it to be the best facility possible. I have the help of my family, my friends, and I know my community is behind me. I've had such an outpouring that it's been fantastic. You know, I expected a lot more naysayers, and there haven't been. There's just so much positive energy coming our way, and I'm just stoked to have so many people behind us. So where do we go from here? One, we've got beautiful rain today. I'm happy for that. The pond is going to get filled back up, hopefully, and down the road, hopefully we have fishing or something like that in it. You know, there's other things that can be done here. Certainly the farming aspect, I definitely want to get farming going here. I want to start raising all our own animals here. I want to start having crops here. I want to grow our food and support not only the residents who live here, but the staff. And if we overproduce, I want to be able to invite the community in and be able to support our community. This project is not just some big money-making scheme that's going to get me rich. I've had people say, oh, you're going to make so much off of this. That's not the goal. The goal is to create something that is going to outlive me and my family, something that doesn't need to carry my name, something that continues to support the entire community, the needs of what's happening here in Elkins and elsewhere. You know, I get to see it. I'm in medicine. My average patient is now 65 plus, and they need a place like this. And if I can get something like this up and going, then by all means, I'm going to do exactly that. How can you guys help? For now, all the support that you guys want to give, I'll take pats on the back, I'll take likes, I'll take shares, all those sorts of things. Down the road, I do anticipate establishing a nonprofit group to help support the goals of the institution. I do, like I said, want to have the entire facility and grounds be fully self-sufficient. I don't want to have to rely on outside resources and money given by others to be able to continue to make this thing thrive. I still do have to talk with the Oddfellows, because I do want the name. I want to continue that. And I figured a fitting name, as you can see by the name on the pages that I've created, is I want to call it the Oddfellow Manor. And I think that if I can retain that history, I think it will be very much worthwhile. And I think all of you guys can help me along the way, whether or not it's cleaning, whether or not it's prayers, donations when the time comes, everything. There's just so much to do here, and I'm so excited. So what'll come next for us? Videos, hopefully with interviews from people, so you guys can find out more about the history. Hopefully get someone that actually grew up here, somebody who might have worked here. Just hear what they can remember, and just the stories that I want to continue moving forward. So I thank you guys for watching the video. I thank you guys for supporting me, supporting all of us. I mean, this is a huge project, and it's not just me. I've got a lot of people behind me, and I am so ever grateful for that. I hope you have a wonderful day.